Good day to you friends and followers, my name is Ardric and welcome back to Dark Souls 3. Now in this episode we are going to tackle the first part of Irithyll Valley, and the reason that we're going to do Irithyll um, in two parts is because part one is going to focus more on the NPC side of things, the things that are needed in order to progress the quest lines, so that will be plan number one. So that being said, let's jump to Irithyll at the Boreal Valley. Just a quick rundown on what we're going to do right here is we're going to take out this alligator-dog on the bridge, because if you don't do it now, you got to do it later. And it's harder later because of the area. So let's go ahead and do it on the bridge. We're going to get to the second bonfire on the other side of the bridge. We're going to help Sirris. We're going to meet up with Anri. We're going to meet Siegward. So that is the general rundown on what this is going to be and how it's going to pan out and all that jazz. So let's hope it all goes well. Out here. And alligator-dog. Ugh, I rolled at the wrong time there. Ugh. I got hit. No excuse. Jeez. Could you just give me a second? Thanks. I don't remember you being this hard. Maybe just because I'm wearing paper armor. I do think it's the paper armor. I can't see either, which doesn't help. Alright, here we go. Oh god, nope. Whoop, here we go. Whoop. Oh, come on. There we go. Oh man, what a bunch of stuff that was, right? Sorry, I had to do some adjusting here, Okay, YouTube being a little weird there for me. Now, it's a good idea to go ahead and knock him out up here so I don't have to deal with him later. Right along in here, there's going to be a summon sign. This is a static message letting you know that you need to go through the chapel before you're going to have a chance to even get across here, which I think everybody would hit the chapel first, but in case you didn't, you need to. You can run from him, which is why he will come up later, but I don't suggest it. I've also heard you can actually get to this barrier, get to the other side kind of like this-ish, and you can hit him and bounce around and he gets weird and stuck, but I've not had any luck with it. I just had him disappear and I just didn't want to glitch him. I'm going to go ahead and grab this item. Should be an item around here as well. Soul of an old hand, interesting. Okay. Oh, also, in this episode we will probably tackle Dohry, which is the NPC evangelist as well. And another soul. Alright. I'm going to rest here, since that pretty much got a bigger piece of me than I want to admit. Now, I'm going to equip. Why is that even there? Okay. I'm going to equip the Black Separation Crystal because now we're going to do Sirris's quest portion area here. And if she gets ready to die, you need to get out of there. Because if she dies, it screws up her whole quest line. And I can't guarantee that I'm not going to die, but I am going to try to stay alive throughout this. Touch the sign requesting cooperation. I'll answer Sirris of the Sunless Realm's call for cooperation to be summoned as a phantom? Why, yes, I would absolutely love to do that. I bet that buff didn't take effect. Negative. It did not. General rule of this fight is you want to be the tank you want to be the one that he's on. He's swinging at. Because you do not want Sirris dead. You just want to get him good and mad. Keep him swinging at you. He doesn't really hit that hard. He's annoying, but he doesn't really hit that hard. I was hoping to keep my endurance high enough just to be able to roll over and keep him from healing. I think he does throw Hunter Charms at you to keep you from being able to heal as well. There we go. See how I kind of kept him busy and on me. That's the general idea for this fight.
Assistance. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Well, thank you, dear. Where are you going? With your big sword. You're going the wrong way, actually. Irithyll's the other way. Or are you leaving Irithyll? And now we're back in our land. So now we're going to head on down to this bonfire again. And then this time we're going to continue our journey to the Church of Yorshka bonfire. And through your bubbly thing here. We should see a phantom moving down, yep. Right here. You gonna attack me? You gonna come? Oh man, not yet. Really? You couldn't just give me that like second? You jerk. I could parry that, but I could just do that too. It's a combination of laziness and ineptitude. So fortunately it doesn't work out well. Also I managed to equip my talisman. Pretty nice. Kinda hard to parry with a talisman, in case you didn't notice that. Aha. Caught you at an opportune time for me. Yay! Alright. There's an item up here that I want to grab because I don't remember what it is. Oh. I was less interested now that I forgot what it was. Okie doke. Now comes the Fire Witch area. Despise Fire Witches. Is there an item over there? No. What? No. Okay. Had to do a double take. Hello. Okay. No backstab. That's fine too. Just want to do one more. Yep. I'm just going to go ahead and take you down. And we're going to grab this, and we're going to grab this. And then we're going to go tick this guy off. I don't understand the tracking on that fire. Seriously. And then the other one gets involved. Just like that. My own fault for pulling too far back into there, I think. What kind of tracking is that? That was a good one. Can't do much about that. Doesn't matter though, this is the most aggravating part of this whole run through here. Oop, no thank you. I would like to not be hit by that now. There we are. You gonna drop anything for me? Negative. You're gonna do stuff though. Nope. Just gonna go ahead and tank these hits because, you know, I'm terrible at not doing it. Alright, there we go. Could you just give me a second here please to get to you? You're getting your turn. Just give me a second here, so I can do this. No, stop it. The immolation tender. I like that weapon. I actually use it on my pyro now. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the cool grab attack though. That'd be awesome if it did. I think you can just let these guys go by without fighting them. Not entirely sure. I do believe they just go down that way. Oh, so time consuming. We're gonna go over that way in that little alcove looking thing, ledge, in a moment, but first we're gonna go this way. Large soul of a seasoned warrior. Also, over here, there should be an item. I don't know if this is a soul or ember or a titanite shard. Yeah, it could be that. Big thing is I don't want those guys to start patrolling on me either. There should be an item over here. There is. It's a large titanite. Oh jeez. I'm tired of the large titanite. I have enough. I have a couple hundred of this stuff already. Alright. Now in here, depending on what part of the line you're doing, there's options. So we can talk to Anri.
Oh, I thought it might be you. Good to see you. I never managed to find Horace. But my duty must be done, even alone.
Is Anri taller than me?
As an unkindled Lord Seeker. For the children I knew, bless their souls. We all have our reasons, don't we? Ah, you are brave indeed, to face your duty alone. I would do well to learn from you. May the flames guide your way. Ah, I would do, may the flame...
And that's that. So if you're doing the Yuria line, if you're actually doing the third ending, this is a pivotal point, because if that's the case, then you do not want to go anywhere near that statue over there in the corner. If you are doing Anri's line, in which Anri does not marry you and she stays alive and she does all that jazz, then you're going to want to destroy that statue in the corner and kill the person and get the chameleon spell, which you will get the spell either way if you progress with the Yuria line a little later on. But that also will trigger a different, what do you call it, a different dialogue option with Yuria now that you've spoken with Anri. So now that that is done, I am going to rest, actually. I'm going to go ahead and step out here. There should be a phantom person very close to me. I was looking for the eyes. Fading soul? Really? Is that just bait? No matter what? Huh. Okay. Well, that's the case, then so be it. And there comes Creighton back. Now this is the guy that you fought with with Sirris. Except now he's more of a pain. Number one, you don't have Sirris helping you. Number two, he does a crap ton more damage. Very evasive. This is a pretty decent PvP experience with this guy. I feel like this is a pretty good rendition of it. I keep thinking I'm gonna get a cliff hit here. Ow. I hate that move. We both chug up. What? You can't do that, good sir. Oh, man, it's so brutal. That was just too close for comfort. And I got the red eyes going now. We need to back up. There we are. That's what I was trying to do. And now the Dragon Slayer axe. So now we're going to go. See if we head down. Yeah, let's go ahead and head down. We're going to pick up the next bonfire in a moment. There's a guy over here in the corner. Head down here and take out this guy. Now roll right here. Run. I believe there's an item down here. No, doesn't look right. Oh, maybe it is. Interesting. I don't remember that item being there. I believe it's is it the covetous gold serpent ring? It's supposed to be around here somewhere for New Game Plus. I'm not too familiar with the second and third playthrough ring placements and things like that, so kind of working on that. So here's the serpent, or the, excuse me, the lizard guy in here. Screaming, always with the screaming. Ooh. Blood gem, meat. Ow. Nothing in here. Very well. Over here. Kill you. Blood gem again. You. Oh, so this is not... Interesting. I thought this was the area that I was looking down on. But apparently I'm wrong. Unless it's in there and I'm just missing it. Very interesting. Okay, I'm going to actually grab this real quick before continuing onward. Oh, I see. I'm actually on a ledge right here. Okay. Covetous Gold Serpent Ring +1, which makes farming a lot easier. Going to make Anor Londo more tolerable anyway. Now there's a weird lady down there with that. I rolled instead of jumping. That's okay. It worked. Ring of Sacrifice. I do believe that's the only one over here. I don't think there's a second one. If you did not kill the alligator-dog at the beginning of this level, he will appear here. And I despised fighting him here. I believe my pyromancer, I just ran past him. I was like, nah, I don't want to do this. And in turn, he showed up here and decided that he was going to eat my face. So I had to fight him in this area, which is, he travels through the water without issue. And of course, I do not travel through the water without issue. So, in turn, it became an issue. Take you out. Take you out. I do believe that's the only two here. And grab this heal. Main reason for that is because I forgot to get it. And it's easy to overlook. I knew where it was and everything. I have no idea why I overlooked it in my first go around with this character, but I did. Alright, going that way. Grabbing this item here. Going this way to grab this item here. Do not light the Distant Manor bonfire yet. There is, I don't know if it's design or by intention, or they just forgot to mention, that the bonfire lighting on that area will mess up Siegward's questline potentially. I don't know if this is just a glitch that will happen at times, or if this is something that is real. But I don't know if it's designed because of progression, and you know, sometimes you can just trigger events, and in turn, those events will mess with other events. But if you go to the Distant Manor and you trigger that bonfire before coming through here, and in turn doing the next portion of Siegward's questline, it will mess with Siegward. At least potentially. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish up these guys. Excellent farming location if you need souls. See how much they're giving on this playthrough. 2,000 apiece. I think on just regular playthrough they're giving somewhere right around 800, 900, something like that. I guess it depends on if you're using the Shield of Want and such as well, but still, that's a lot of souls. Especially if you're kind of low level going into this. Pretty nice. Then in New Game Plus, you know, 2,000 apiece, you can kill these guys out. In no time, you'd have enough souls to grab a level and then go from there. There's a lot of poo in this area, pretty much in the sewer system, so. And there's going to be more poo stuff over here, which is poo-covered ashes. So, there's that. Alright, next thing's next, excuse me. English is hard. He's asleep.
Excuse me, I must have dozed off. It's rather warm in here. Well, hasn't it been all too long? It's good to see you. Oh, I seem to have missed my chance, so I, Siegward of Katarina, offer my deepest gratitude. And a little surprise to go with it. It's all yours. I know. Won't you join me for dinner? I make a fine Estus Soup. I've got some stewing right now. Even we undead deserve a little normalcy from time to time. And finally, upon this rendezvous, let us make a toast. To your valor, my sword, and our sworn duties. Long may the sun shine. Have you heard? Somewhere, hidden right here in Irithyll, is a deep dungeon. And even below that, the profaned capital, home of Yom, the reclusive giant lord. That reminds me, I've a grave promise to keep. Oh, sorry. I'm afraid I've cast a cloud over things. Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
He just passes right over. If you missed the sleep emote the first time, here's an opportunity to get it. And that's that. So we've spoken with Siegward. We have taken care of all of the other items needed there. So once he is good and asleep, you can leave the way you came in. Or you can progress forward if you so choose, but I will actually advance in that direction once I get turned around here and don't know what I'm doing, apparently. Once I have when I begin to proceed to the rest of Irithyll, I will grab that direction, the shortcut, and so on. First I want to grab this manor, because it's nothing major, just go ahead and grab this bonfire first. It's a very short trip, a few kills for some extra souls, and then we just continue on anyway. So, we're going to do this, and then, there's one final thing. We're going to travel to the Church of Yorshka. Actually, say there's two things. One's here in Irithyll, one's back at the shrine. Well, actually three things, I guess, because we actually need to speak to Grey Rat while we're there. So a lot of NPC stuff going on in this episode. The next part you're probably not going to be quite as interested in, so I'm going to go ahead and give you a heads up on that. I will be taking on the Pontiff. I'm going to use the summons. I will show how they go. See, Anri is gone. No more Anri. And so, also, well, that statue's still there. I thought for some reason that statue left. I don't know why I thought that. Also, I will I will show you the new NPC that will be showing up as a summon because, of course, if you're not doing Anri's line, then Anri will not be a summon for that. So, pretty interesting thing. Also, Pontiff Sullivan, of course, is made harder because you bring summons in, so you're not doing it by yourself, and you're not just soloing everything. But to be honest, bringing in summons for that fight is what allowed me to get through that fight on 2 tries the first time through the game. And having Anri and Goddard in there, it really made a difference. Goddard, I think, is one of the summons anyway. And it was just not that bad. And boink. Off we go. We have our dancer here. Right in the butt. Can't help but wonder if that was designed just literally to be poking them in the butt, because that is just... I don't know, that gets me every time. Alright, large Titanite shard. Nothing there. And then down here, that is Dohry. I think I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to stick with this. I have an affinity for this straight sword, this sunlight straight sword. I just like the thing. If you walk up all slow like, you hit a backstab. Now, she hit me with a book. She's beating me with knowledge. There we are. Dohry's gnawing. Which I do believe is a miracle. Witch Tree Branch, very good sorcerer item. And then finally, a shortcut. Just run out of here, run down here. And we're right back at this initial bonfire. We're going to rest right here while we travel to Firelink Shrine. Now when it comes to Sirris, there won't be another summon for Sirris until you go to the Great Wood, and I do believe you need to take Aldrich down before that becomes the next one. I guess there's a couple of more things to do here. Sirris is here.
I have not thanked you for your generous rescue. That dark spirit was one of Rosaria's fingers, vile bastard offspring who lurk in the darkness. My sworn enemies. Fearsome invaders, to say the least. I would not have made it alone. You have my deepest gratitude.
And then there's the Silver Cat ring, which you do need if you want the ring trophy or achievement, or however you're playing it. That ring, of course, being
if you require help on your travels,
important.
I offer you my sign. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
From here out, if you get the ring and you already have Darkmoon Loyalty as the gesture, then there's nothing else left to do if you have the Moundmaker Covenant. If you miss the Moundmaker Covenant, you definitely want to see hers to the end, but otherwise, you can technically be done with Sirris as far as things that are pertaining to trophies and achievements. Now, if you just want her armor, her weapon, the talisman, so on and so forth, the stuff that pertains to her lore-wise or looks-wise or, fashion souls, however that may be, you'll want to continue it on. But from here out, you could actually join Rosaria, and she will get aggressive towards you, since she just stated that the fingers are her sworn enemies.
If you require help on your travels, I offer you my sign. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Do I have? I do. Okay. So now we're going to make a little trip down here. A little bit to the left. Speak with Grey Rat.
Oh, hello. Fine work, I say. Discovering Irithyll in the Boreal Valley, all in a day's work. If the tales are true, it is home to old moon-worshipping nobles, and should be packed with treasure. What do you think? Shall I go and see what I can find?
Now, if there's anything you want off of him, then at first refuse. But if you're good with wares and you're okay with everything off of him, send him. But I will note that if you are not doing Siegfried's line, or if Siegfried messed up, then there's the potential that Grey Rat's not going to return. If you're doing Patch's line and not doing Siegfried's line, and Patches still has Siegfried's armor in his inventory, then he can save Grey Rat as well. You will have to speak to Patches about it, and he'll ask where Grey Rat's at. You can tell him, and he'll go, and he will end up repaying that favor he was talking about. If he does not have Onion Bro's armor on him, then don't tell him where he's at, and Siegfried will take care of it for you.
A fine choice. I am Grey Rat the Thief. What I bring back will be worthy of that name.
We can just purchase after the fact, that's true too, but at any rate...
Goodbye. I will leave for some time. So long for now. Do stay safe, you hear? Or my efforts will have been for naught.
I want to say he's going to kill Aldrich. Could be before that, but I do believe you have to kill Aldrich before it causes him to spawn back in, and you may even have to get the first dungeon bonfire as well.
Speak thy desire, honorable Lord of Hollows.
I don't think anything new pops up here. Doesn't look that way.
Our lord and liege, knowest thou of a maid named Anri? She is hollow, and will join thee in wedlock. A fellow of mine guides her at this moment. When the time is ripe, thou mayst make thy salutations. For what lord taketh no spouse? Our lord, and knowest thou she is a fellow for what?
So she just takes on that same...
Till we meet again, may the dark...
That same dialogue the second time you talk to her, but the interesting thing is saying that Anri is being led now. She's being prepared for that, so that's an interesting thing there. She's being led. So at any rate, that is the major NPC interactions for the beginning of Irithyll. Very easy to miss a lot of that stuff. Also, what I thought was really cool was nobody else had commented on this, and I thought about it when I first played through, was once you reach Irithyll, the Boreal Valley, you see the lights in the background and all. And I was watching Minnie Kane when she was playing through it now, and when she got there, she was talking about Aurora Borealis, which is the northern lights, and the Boreal Valley being the northern valley. So I just thought that was a cool connection that it seems like isn't really commented on too much. I just thought it was just pretty cool. So anywho, with that, we are done with all of the major stuff at the very beginning of Irithyll, and now what we're going to do is we are going to progress through the primary story, or the primary area there of Irithyll. We're going to take on the Pontiff, and then that will prepare us for the Anor Londo area. And what I'll probably do in the next one as well is I'll go from Distant Manor to the dungeon, because there's an NPC invasion right there. So I'll probably just do that invasion, show you the route straight down into the dungeon, and then I'm going to do the Pontiff Sullivan fight, and in turn show off the summons that will be in that fight, and then we'll move into Anor Londo, which is a very short area in itself anyhow. Anor Londo is definitely not a very, very vast area, especially if you don't really need a lot out of that area. The hardest part, I think, is literally going to be the 2 alligator dogs near the Aldrich Faithful Covenant, which will be the next covenant that we'll be picking up. And then it will go to the Dark Moonblade Covenant. I think that's all of the covenants. I believe that will end our covenant locations. And from there, it'll be a matter of just getting this stuff to actually rank up with those covenants. So thanks guys for checking out the video. Hopefully it helps, and hopefully it'll help you with your quest lines and what you're doing. Do note that you will not see Siegfried again until you get to the Profane Capital. In fact, it will actually be when you fight Yorm. So you'll see him in the Profane Capital, which is when he'll be in the cell. And then we'll move on to Yorm. Sorry about that. Got a little ahead of myself. So one more step to his quest line before you'll be able to use him in the boss fight, and he's the only summonable quote-unquote character that will be available for that boss fight. So just something to keep in mind. And then we will see Sirris for other boss fights and things along the lines as we go. Once we pick up a few more items in the Profane Capital as well as in Lothric Castle, then I think maybe it's just the Grand Archives that's left. No, Profane Capital and Grand Archives. Those are the two left. Then we'll get Orbeck in at one point, which is one of the only bosses I think in the game where summoning just makes it just tremendously harder. So we'll try that out when we get there, and I'm rambling on about these summons. So at any rate, guys, thanks for checking it out. Hopefully it helps a little bit. You'll be able to catch something that you missed before, or in some form or fashion, it will help you to just see what you need to do when you get there. So appreciate it. If it helped you, please help me by hitting that like button. Check out the rest of the videos on the channel. I'll be going through as much of this as I can without failing, and as long as I can in this armor. I've made it further than I thought, but the Pontiff just might be the breaking point. But we'll find out, right? Thanks guys for checking it out, and I will see you in Irithyll Valley Part 2. Bye-bye.